Predatory academic practices are activities that exploit academic research output for financial gain to the detriment of the academics, researchers, and their affiliated institutions. Predatory publishing was first described by Jeffrey Beall in 2012. He described the publications as counterfeit, lacking transparency, and low quality. Their sole purpose is to dupe researchers into paying publishing fees without providing peer review. These journals are often spurred on by the ease with which they can develop an online presence. They target inexperienced and early career researchers hoping to build up a publication portfolio quickly. Publishing is defined as the activity of making information available to the public for sale or for free. Traditionally, the term refers to the distribution of printed works, but with the advent of digital information systems, the scope has expanded to include electronic publishing. This definition, however, does not speak to the quality of the item being published. Publishing is a vital part of the research process, assisting in the establishment, verification through peer review, distribution, and archiving of the academic record, either in print or online. Open access publishing makes research freely available for users to read, download, and reuse. Predatory publishing exploits the principles of open access by profiting from a researcher's need to publish and distribute their research. Common characteristics of predatory publishing include the following. Researchers are approached for papers through unsolicited emails or spam. Selected papers are accompanied by a tight deadline. There are low publication fees or article processing charges. There is little to no evidence of peer review. There is a very short publication time. There are limited, false, or no contact information for the editors and editorial boards. Physical addresses given are false or unusual. There is often a failure to follow accepted standards or best practices of scholarly publishing. There is an extremely broad coverage of subjects and disciplines. There are false claims of indexing, as well as false or fabricated impact factors. Among other strategies used by predatory publications to encourage article submissions are long journal titles and hijacked journal titles. Long journal titles often include words like international or global, and their titles are a real mouthful. An example is the Merit Research Journal of Agricultural Science and Soil Science, acronym MRJASSS. Legitimate academic journals can also be hijacked where predatory journals select a name that closely matches an established journal. One example is the Journal of Engineering Technology, acronym JET, an established journal, versus the International Journal of Engineering and Technology, acronym IJET. The NRF 2017 statement on predatory publishing states that the use of predatory journals and deceptive publishers compromises the creation and dissemination of rigorous scientific and scholarly work within the digital and open access movement. The NRF encourages academic institutions and facilities to ensure that researchers are aware of the principles of research integrity and how to avoid predatory academic practices. In order to protect the integrity of research from these unethical and unscholarly practices, the NRF reserves the right to not consider applications where this practice is evident. These include applications for rating as well as grant applications. After spending a significant amount of time and resources on research and developing a publication, researchers should take great care in selecting their publishing venue, as this could impact on how the publication is received. While colleagues and peers can provide good advice in selecting a journal, your librarian can also provide advice on selecting a publishing venue. Articles and lists that help identify predatory journals and publishers are available online. These include predatoryjournals.com and Beall's list of potential predatory journals and publishers. A quick way of identifying suspicious journals is to use the following checklist from thinkchecksubmit.org. Do you or your colleagues know the journal? Is it easy to find the journal online and read articles from it? Can you easily identify and contact the publisher? Can you contact them via email, phone, and post? Is the journal clear on the type of peer review it uses? Are articles indexed in relevant indexing services? Are the fees that the journal wants you to charge clearly explained? Do you recognize the editorial board members? Do these members mention the journal or mention being on the board of the journal on their own websites? Predatory publishers can have an extremely detrimental effect on a researcher's output. And if you are in doubt of your publishing venue or it seems too good to be true, investigate further or ask a librarian.